Welcome to the session on applications, advantage and disadvantage of real-time operating systems. Objectives: in this session, we will understand about architecture of real-time operating system, advantages of RTOS, disadvantage of real-time operating systems and applications. First, we'll learn about the architecture of IOS. It is primarily used in the system where the results of calculations are used to impact a process as it is running. So when an event occurs outside the computer, it is conveyed to the computer through sensor which is used to monitor the event. The sensor generates a signal that the OS interprets as an interrupt. When the operating system receives an interrupt, it starts a specific process or the collection of process to handle it through the interrupt driven routine. Advantages of RTOS: maximum consumption. This is the advantage. Maximum utilization of devices and systems are possible in RTOS. There's more output from all the resources. Second advantage: task shifting. Time assigned for shifting tasks in this system is very less. For example, in older system it takes about 10 microseconds shifting one task to another, and in the latest system it takes 3 microseconds. Third advantage: focus on applications. Focus on running applications and less importance to applications that are in the queue. The next one, real-time operating system in embedded system. Since the size of the program is small, RTOS can also be embedded systems like in transport and others. Next up, advantage: error-free. These type of systems are error-free. Memory allocation. Memory allocation is the best managed in this type of operating system. These are the advantages of RTOS. The disadvantages: limited task. Very few tasks run simultaneously and their concentration is very less on few applications to avoid errors. Next disadvantage: use heavy system resources. Sometimes the system resources are not so good and they are expensive as well. Complex algorithms. The algorithms are very complex and difficult for the designer to write. Device driver and interrupt signals. It needs specific device driver and interrupt signals to respond earliest to the interrupts. Threat priority. RTOS is not good to set threat priority as these systems are very less prone to switching tasks. Minimum switching. RTOS performs minimal task switching. Now we compare the regular OS with the RTOS. Regular OS is complex, whereas RTOS is simple. Regular OS is best effort, RTOS guaranteed response. Fairness: regular OS, whereas RTOS strict time constraints. Regular OS average bandwidth, RTOS minimum and maximum limits. Regular OS unknown components are used, whereas RTOS components are well known. Regular OS unpredictable behavior may happen, whereas for real-time OS predictable behavior will happen. Regular OS plug and play is possible, whereas RTOS is upgradable. These are the difference comparison between the regular OS and RTOS. Applications of RTOS: industrial applications, medical science application, peripheral equipment applications, telecommunication application, defense application and aerospace applications. Break for questions. Let's examine the understanding with some questions. Which of the following is an advantage of RTOS? Limited task, complex algorithm, maximum consumption, thread priority. Among this, maximum consumption is the answer. So answer to this question is C, maximum consumption. The next question: which of the following is a disadvantage of RTOS? Task shifting, minimum shifting, focus on application, task shifting. Sorry, this option A and D are repeated, so they are not answered. The answer is B, minimum switching. That is the disadvantage of RTOS. B, minimum switching. So in this session we understand about the architecture, advantage and disadvantage of real-time operating systems. Happy learning. Thank you.